Hello, good afternoon. It's Dave M0OGY. We're looking today at the new Yeticom Optima 10 and 12 meter radio, which has been made in China and designed by a couple of gentlemen out in New Zealand. It does look a lot like a Magnum 257 and also the small Albrecht AE 485 radio, which looks the same. Both them radios come with either an amber or a blue display. I know it's not very good, but we can see this one comes with a bright white display, white LEDs, which looks quite appealing. It's quite heavy sunlight at the moment. So there's the new Optima. This radio has been kindly loaned to me by Alan, CB Handle Bigfoot. I was talking to him around 3 weeks ago about this radio. He loaned me it 2 weeks ago with a view to review it. Very trusting on him. I know he does follow me a little bit on YouTube, but I've never met the gentleman, so thank you very much for that. Much appreciated. So there's the radio. Hopefully in the near future I will be getting one myself, as I don't really want to take the casings off his own personal unit. As you can see there, it's got some warranty labels on the side, and we don't want to be taking the warranty off it. Right, we'll just show you what it comes with. We're in the car at the moment, as you can see, one of the cars. It comes in a brown box, which is a Jopix box, as you can see inside it, turned inside out. Seems a little bit of an afterthought, the packaging, for sure. So maybe the newer versions will have a little bit more of appealing packaging with it. We've got the egg crate internal box, as you can see there. Comes with a standard bracket, thumb screws and mic hanger, etc., and washers. So that's what it comes in. Like I say, bit cheap and cheerful, the packaging, but it's not the box that you use, I guess. Right, we'll have a look at the microphone next. Sorry about that. There's the microphone. As you can see on the top of it, it says phantom powered microphone. Now I think that's just a fancy name saying it's an electric element inside it, and it's powered. Interestingly, it hasn't got the pot on the circuit board inside that microphone that you can adjust for the audio. There is a place on the board, but nothing there. It's got up and down keys, pretty much like the small Magnum microphone. So what we got here, it's a very nice unit. That's it tunes in 5 kc steps, unlike the Magnum and Albrecht, which is a good thing, as you can see. It's continuous tuning all the way from the bottom of the 12 meter band to the top of the 10 meter band, which is a really good feature. As we can see on the I don't know if you can see that there, there's where it says clarifier. You press the clarifier in and there's a little light there. It's glowing white at the minute. It's like a little headlight next to it. Well, it's got a second IF filter in it. A little board, I believe it is. As maybe you can see it. You press the clarifier button in for around 3-4 seconds. Yeah, look. Got another filter in it, and that white light changes orange. Again, I'm sorry for the camera work. It is a little bit sunny, to say the least, this afternoon. Yeah, that's got another filter in it for any adjacent any strong signals or adjacent bleed over. Unfortunately, this evening the bands are dead, which is a shame. On the right we've got the channel change. The second button to the left of that one is the clarifier, and the function button, as you saw, and also you can hold it in for the extra filter. Got the steps, you know, we've got the modes there, very much like you know, we've got AM, FM and lower sideband. We've got 5 memories, there's 5 memories on board. We've got a scan facility up there. Like I say, unfortunately there's not a massive amount about on it. Maybe a bit on FM, is it? Yeah, get to it. 781 we're looking for. Press the step button, then you could alter it. You can't get the 0.25 or anything, but then if you do that you can go up in, I can hear so it's on there now, go up in 5 kcs again, look. If you set it on the 1 it'll go up to 6, you know, back to 1, that sort of thing. Right, we'll have a look at the back of it shortly. Just turn the volume down. As you can see, it's quite a well made radio. It's got a lot of the features, the problems. There's someone on there. No, gone. It does do 50 watts. Right, the radio does around 50 watts single sideband, 50 watts FM, around 15 watts AM RMS, and I believe around 50 watts PEP on the swing. So it's quite a powerful little unit, and I'll show you very shortly some of the features on the back of the radio for cooling. One moment. Hello, we're back. We're just looking to turn the radio around, just looking at the rear of the Yeticom Optima radio. As you can see, it's quite substantial round here, very much unlike a few units that get rather hot. The outputs, we're running 2 India Radio Foxtrot 520s MOSFETs. Like I say, there's 2 of those in there. Like we said before, it'll do 50 watts. On the left hand side we've got part of the heat sink with a fan that comes on as soon as you key up for around 30 seconds. Very silent running, works very well. We've got a few more cooling fins on the right, and then power lead coming out, which is hardwired, and it runs into a piggyback plug, which you maybe can see there. Yeah, piggyback plug, and further down there's quite a decent inline fuse holder, and there's also a 3.5mm jack plug for an external loudspeaker, which is a good idea as the one inside it's not too large. So we'll catch you in a few moments. Right, as we can see, the bands are absolutely flat today, both on 10, 11 and 12 metres, nothing doing. So when I do get a unit of my own, or maybe while I even keep hold of this one, I'll do some 10 metre tests, and hopefully some tests on 12 metres to see how it performs. One point that a few people already who's bought the radios have mentioned that's a bit of an issue. They seem to think the audio on FM is quiet. I spoke to one the other day, a guy who I know running one of these, and to me, to be fair, on FM it sounded very reasonable and fine and loud, to be honest. But there's been a few people say that the audio's quiet. I'm led to believe that it does actually run narrow FM, the mode of narrow FM, like a lot of amateur radios, VHF radios, etc. run. So that possibly could be the problem with it. As we can see at the front, the microphone socket, it does use an Icom socket. So when I do some further tests with the unit, I will try an Icom microphone and one of my Heil microphones, maybe the Heil ICM that I use on the Pro 3, which should plug straight into it and operate. That may or may not make it any better. I'm sure there must be a limiter inside the radio, so it can't get too loud and over deviate. But that's one thing I've heard about it, so we'll have a look into that. We'll also, well, again, like I say, when I get my own unit, I'll have the casings off, have a look round inside, see what's different to you know, the Magnums and Albrets. Right, so that's it. That's the new Yeticom Optima that has now become available. First impressions are very good. It does address a few of the issues with the other radios that look the same. It's had a lot of thought put into it. The guys have who's designed it's put a lot of thought into it, and you know, I take my hat off for that sort of innovation on these radios. So on that one, thanks for watching the video. Again, a big thank you to Alan for loaning me it, and I'll be coming back to you very shortly. And best 7.3s from Dave, M0OGY. Keep an eye open for the part 2 video very shortly. Bye bye.